Hey there, welcome back to Keep TV YouTube channel, where we break down big debates and hot topics in health, science, and everything in between. Today, we're diving into a sizzling controversy, literally, red meat and cancer. We've all heard the headlines, red meat causes cancer. But is it really that simple? Are juicy burgers and steaks actually putting our health at risk, or is this another case of overhyped science? Stick around as we unpack the research, explore the risks, and separate the facts from the fear-mongering. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy clear, evidence-based discussions like this one. Does red meat really cause cancer? The beef controversy explained. What's the claim? Let's start with the basics. Where does the idea that red meat causes cancer come from? In 2015, the International Agency for Research on Cancer, or IARC, classified red meat as probably carcinogenic to humans and processed meat as carcinogenic. Big words, but what do they mean? Essentially, red meat, beef, pork, lamb, was linked to a higher risk of colorectal cancer. Processed meats, think bacon, hot dogs, sausages, were linked even more strongly. But, and this is a big but, these findings were based on patterns, not direct cause and effect. To put it into context, tobacco and asbestos are also labeled as carcinogenic, but their risks are significantly higher than those of red meat. The classification doesn't tell us how risky something is, just that there's evidence of some risk. How do studies measure cancer risk? Okay, so how do scientists even figure this stuff out? They use two main types of studies: epidemiological studies. These look at large groups of people and their diets over time. Experimental studies. These test things like how specific compounds in red meat might affect cells in a lab. One major compound in red meat under scrutiny is heme iron. It's great for oxygen transport in your blood but may promote harmful compounds in your gut. Another is heterocyclic amines, HCAs, formed when meat is cooked at high temperatures. The challenge? It's really hard to isolate these effects in real-life diets. People who eat lots of red meat might also have other habits that increase cancer risk, like smoking or low vegetable intake. That makes it tricky to untangle what's causing what. The controversy. Are the risks overblown? Here's where things get beefy, pun intended. Some experts argue the risks are overblown. For instance, a 2020 study published in Annals of Internal Medicine reviewed existing research and concluded the risks of eating red meat are small and the evidence is weak. New study challenges red meat guidelines. On the flip side, organizations like the American Cancer Society and World Health Organization still recommend limiting red and processed meat. So, who's right? Well, both sides have valid points. The risks, while real, are often small compared to other factors, like smoking, drinking, or obesity. But, small risks across large populations still add up. How much is too much? Now you might be wondering, how much red meat is too much? Most guidelines suggest sticking to 3 servings per week or about 350 to 500 grams cooked weight. For processed meats, it's best to eat as little as possible. Cut to a meal prep scene. Balanced plate with a moderate portion of steak, veggies, and whole grains. And here's the kicker. How you cook your meat matters. Grilling, frying, and smoking at high temps produce more harmful compounds. Opt for baking, slow cooking, or stewing instead. Cut to visuals of a slow cooker versus a smoky barbecue grill. Pairing red meat with fiber-rich foods, like veggies or whole grains, can also help reduce cancer risk. It's all about balance, not elimination. What's the bottom line? So, does red meat really cause cancer? The short answer is, maybe, but it's complicated. The risks exist, especially with processed meats and high consumption of red meat over time. But these risks are small and depend heavily on factors like cooking methods, portion sizes, and your overall lifestyle. A healthy diet is about variety. Lots of fruits, veggies, whole grains, and yes, even the occasional steak if you love it. Alright, that's the beef on red meat and cancer. Hopefully, this cleared up some confusion and helped you make informed choices. What do you think? Will you be cutting back on red meat, or do you think the risks are overhyped? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into health and science topics. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.